So we got another classic winter spring pattern, works all the time through the year on small waters. My take on a blue flash damsel. It's an olive lure basically. Doesn't represent any damsel fly ever in the whole world. 5 times the size of any normal damsel fly. Still very successful fly. Some of these are tied up with quite a bit of blue in them, blue flash in them. This is just one of my personal favourites, made up of a little bit of straggle fritz, a little bit of blue in there, just to give it a bit of flash, bit of an attraction. Quite an easy tie. I'm doing a batch up, so I thought I'd just show you how to tie mine. Okay, so these been a lure, size 8, 175, and brass bead. This is a 3.5 mil, so quite a decent sized brass bead. It gives it plenty of weight at the front of the hook, and that drags the fly down. You cast it, you get that plop, you get that drag down, and the tail flutters down through the water. You often, it's one of those patterns, one of those lures, you often get takes on the drop, sort of halfway down, all of a sudden everything goes tight, the fish is there. It's just that bead that creates that bit of movement. So olive thread, here we go. Let's just start by whipping that on. As I say, quite a straightforward tie, this one, quite an easy tie. Let's get that on there for you. Tail, olive marabou. This is quite a dark one. These are golden olives. Paste have 2 or 3 variations in your box depending on the light, the day, where you're fishing. Some waters seem to like the light ones, other the darker ones. This is one I use a lot of cheap brewer, and the slightly darker olive seems to work quite well. So nice generous pinch of marabou for the tail. Plenty of movement. The movement is all in the tail, so don't skimp on it. Nice big decent pinch in there. There we go. Plenty of tail there, plenty of movement. Just trim that down slightly. And catch that in just behind the head. Excuse the squeaky bobbin. That is annoying. Okay, that's the tail. Plenty of marabou in there. We'll just pinch off at the end there, just to give it a bit of a taper. Don't really need to do that, but in fact we might even put a little bit more in there, just to bump it up a bit. Put another little bit in there, shall we? I think it's one of those winter lures, you can never have enough in the tail of these things. There we go. Okay, the blue flash is just this stuff. This is the Kingfisher Blue from Flybox. Other brands are available. So a little piece of that, and all you're going to do is catch in either side of the hook. One side, trim it down to make the length of the tail, and then catch it in on the other side. Same thing. Trim it down to size. It just wants to be just a bit shorter than the tail. Okay. There we go. That's the blue flash in there. That catches the light lovely, doesn't it? Not a colour we use often in fly tying, fly fishing blue. I don't know why. I suppose in nature there aren't many animals that have that blue colour on them, but certainly seems to do the trick on this fly. The combination with the olive really catches the fish's eye. So the body is made up of straggle fritz. Okay, just a nice olive straggle fritz. This one's a medium olive. I believe it's a Vaynard's one, this one. You can use what you like. Again, it just adds that nice bit of fuss to the pattern. Just catch that in back at the tail there. It's got lots of life. It doesn't bulk the fly up and mask the hook too much because the fibres are quite light and spaced apart. It's got a nice bit of a UV in as it will. Again, it's another attractant for the pattern for the fish. So we'll just wind that up, touch and turns all the way up, trying to keep as much of that straggle free and outside. I don't want to bind that down too much. Just keep bringing that all the way up to just behind the bead. So it's a nice easy tie, this one, nice easy fly. Right up to behind the head there. Lovely. Okay, just going to catch that in. A few turns, just pull those fibres back so everything's nice and clear from the top of the hook there. And away with it. There. Finishing touch on this, I've got a little hackle in just behind the head there, just to give it that little bit of extra body, just give it a little bit extra. So it's a hen, olive hen, nice. Match that up to there. That's about the sort of size for us. That's how I judge the size of the hackles I want on my flies. Open them up, offer them up to the hook, and yeah, that's just right. So we're going to strip that back, just take all this stuff off at the top here, this light stuff here, just strip that back and then offer it into the hook just behind the eye and just catch it in. A few turns, nice solid turns. Just finishing up behind the hackle there. Trim off the excess. And 3 or 4 good turns of this hackle here. It's got a big lure, so you're going to fall to get plenty of it in. Lovely. Okay, looks a bit untidy, but it'll all come together. Just work your thread back up through the hackle and lock in just behind the eye there. So you just work that behind the hackle and locked in behind the eye. Trim the excess off. And just to finish the fly now, because it still looks a bit scruffy, we're just going to push this hackle backwards, hold it back, just away from the eye, so it's all nice and pushed backwards. Okay, and then we're just going to take this thread, I'm just going to pull that in, wind it down behind the eye there, and everything gets drawn back then, it all pushes back. It starts to look like a nice streamlined lure. Plenty of flash, plenty of movement about it. And all we need to do is whip finish, varnish. Great little bit of pattern, twiddled on a floater, pulled on a intermediate, whatever you want to do with it. It's just, well, you hear about it everywhere you go. Blue flash damsel, blue flash damsel, blue flash damsel. And it's just essentially an olive lure. That little bit of flash in it, but that's my take on it. And it's the only one I use nowadays. I use them in different sizes, you know, I do some smaller ones, some bigger ones, but it's extremely successful. I've caught hundreds, my clients have caught hundreds of fish on these flies, on this particular pattern. Let's just finish it off with a little drop of varnish behind the eye. Just go all the way around with that. Just get that nice, and this is going to take a fair bit of abuse. Keep those fibres pushed back as well. There we are, a nice drop of varnish there. Lovely. Great little winter pattern that, and a nice quick tie. It doesn't take long. Look at that, it's less than 8 minutes just to do that. We've been talking a lot as well. Very straightforward. I'll put a list of the materials in the description as always. If you can find your time, give us a quick like and subscribe. Brilliant. I'll carry on doing these little videos for you. Thanks very much.